Hi guys, let's get right into the video. As always, first you're going to bring a pot of water to a boil. And while that's coming to a boil, you're going to start cooking your meat sauce. So I use some sweet ground Italian meat and some ground beef. Next I used just traditional prego sauce. You can use any kind of tomato sauce if you want to make your own or just use it from the can. And I'm going to list all of the ingredients in the description below. So first I'm going to take my meat, and I'm not going to season my meat because the sauce that I have already has enough flavor, so I don't need to add anything extra. Now I'm just going to be breaking this up into little pieces and mixing both the ground beef and the ground Italian sausage together. Okay, now this is all cooked, and I went ahead and I drained the excess fat, like the juice that it made. Now I'm just going to pour in my tomato sauce, and then I'm going to fill about like 1/3 cup of water just to get what's ever left over in the jar. Okay, now I'm going to mix this really good and make sure all the meat is coated with the sauce, and I'm going to turn down my stove and let it simmer while I go ahead and get the ricotta cheese mix together. Okay, so just turn it on to very low, and we're going to start with our ricotta filling. So these are the ingredients you will need, and always I'm gonna put the measurements in the description box below. Okay, now you're just gonna take your ricotta and make sure it's whole milk ricotta cheese. Okay, now you take 1 egg. Now I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper, as well as a teaspoon of parsley. It wasn't coming out that fast, so it looks like I'm putting a lot, but I'm not. It just came out really slow. Okay, and now I'm gonna do a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese. Okay, now you're just going to mix everything in really well together. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Okay, now you're going to want to use fresh mozzarella cheese, and you're going to cut them into pieces like this, just as thin as you can make them. Okay, now I'm going to drop my lasagna noodles, and you're going to cook them for about 10 minutes. Okay, now my meat sauce is done. It's been simmering this whole time. So now it's time to start putting the lasagna together. Okay, I'm just gonna take some of this Pam and spray like the sides and everything so nothing sticks to it. Okay, first I'm going to start by layering the bottom with some meat sauce. And people layer their lasagna different than I do. Whatever's comfortable to you. Next, I'm going to take some of my lasagna noodles, and you're just going to want to make sure they overlap just a little bit. So to be about 4 4 like this way, and then you're just gonna put 1 at the end like that. Okay, now I'm going to take my ricotta mix and I'm going to spread that. Again, everyone has their own way of layering their lasagna. Feel free to do it however you want. Okay, so after I have the ricotta, I just sped it up a little bit for you guys. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put some parmesan and mozzarella. Okay, now I'm going to add more meat sauce. And start with another layer of noodles. Okay, and then another layer of the ricotta. Parmesan. Next, more mozzarella. Okay, and more meat sauce. Okay, my last layer of noodles. Okay, and since it's my last layer of noodles, this is going to be the top, so I'm not going to put any more ricotta cheese on there. I'm just going to put more of the meat sauce and some more mozzarella cheese and a little bit more Parmesan cheese. And that is going to be it. And I have my oven set to 350 degrees and we're going to bake this for 1 hour. And I leave it uncovered while I bake it. Okay, so into the oven, 350 degrees for 1 hour. Okay, after the hour is up, this is what it should look like. Do not, I repeat, do not cut into it and for at least 20 minutes or else it'll all just fall apart. So that's 20 minutes later, I cut into it and this is what it looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.